What's up, y'all? This your boy Janard here with my friend, my brother, founder of the I.M.A.C conference, Mr. Jeffrey Robinson.
How you doing, Janard?
How you doing, Jeff?
All right, thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. We've been planning this meeting for a while. It just
planning and canceling and
replanning.
We're here now, though.
And missing.
Yeah.
We are.
We're here now.
So, and I know your schedule. I've just been trying to keep up with you.
Oh man, cut it out.
I just been following you, trying to keep up with you.
Cut it out, whatever. Did you just tell me you coming from Colorado and all this other stuff? So yeah, try that with somebody else. Try that. I appreciate it though. Yeah, it's been kind of busy, getting ready for the conference and just other things we just got going on. So it's cool though. It's all good stuff.
Cool,
it's all good stuff.
Well, now, Jeff, I first came to know from watching Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel. You know, if you ever look up in the super choir, you see the one that's just jamming and make you want to get up and dance, because the way he is dancing, this is him right here. Either him or TL. But,
right. I think TL got me beat.
But just be jamming, y'all, and be sharp too.
Oh,
yeah, I'm still going to give you that red suit.
No, you know what? I should have brought it with me. You can have it. It's all yours. Matter of fact, I'll have your name stitched on it or something like that. You can have it.
Well, I will receive it. But you know, Jeff, you know, after watching you on Dr. Jones Gospel every Sunday morning, I didn't know all the other things that you have been involved in.
Yeah.
And so let's just tell everybody about the few things. Just a few things. I know you only got a few things that you do besides sing with the Nashville Super Choir.
I would probably say the most. Musician in my church. I've been a musician playing since I was about 12. I've been been a minister of music since I was about 16.
Really?
Now, you know, well, let me back up. Not necessarily minister of music, but I've been over choirs since I was about 16.
Wow.
And so I've been doing that, choir director. I think when I came to Nashville, everybody knew me as a choir director. And I think the first time somebody heard me play, they just didn't know what to do. You know, kind of like what you're saying. You know, you see me on TV, you think, oh, okay, he sings or whatever. And then you find out other things I do. So I did that. I think, of course, you know, work with choirs, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think probably the most notable thing at this point is probably the I.M.A.C conference.
I.M.A.C.
Yeah, you know, from that aspect.
Great things about the I.M.A.C conference.
Yes, thank you very much. We've been doing that for about 12 years now. Yeah.
12 years.
It's been 12 years.
You don't look much older than 12, does it?
Boy. Yeah. Let me put my feet up. Yeah, funny. You are funny, man.
I really wouldn't have guessed you've been doing it that long, Jeff.
Yeah.
12 years.
Yeah, which and it's a sign to people that, you know, if God is giving you something, stick with it. Stick with it, because it pays off. If you know that this is what God is giving you to do, or whatever it is, if you know God is giving you to do it, stick with it. Tenacity makes a big difference.
That's it.
So. Yeah, so that's probably the thing I'm probably most noted for right now is the I.M.A.C conference.
And we getting ready for the major event in October, aren't we?
Yes, October the 6th through the 8th in Hendersonville at the Celebration of Life Church. Everyone knows Pastor Joseph and Yolanda Morgan. Most notably, everybody knows Wes Morgan. He is the secondary pastor. Of course, that's his dad's church. That's what we'll be. We're going to be in Hendersonville for three powerful nights and days of.
And I love Wes Morgan. I call him the blackest white man in gospel music. Dude, that's what I call him.
He is. Yeah, he's. I'm very proud of him. Very happy for him. Celebrate his humble beginnings, and I've known Wes pretty much since I've been here.
Wow.
So we've been friends and. We're like family, so I call his mom and dad my mom and dad. So you know how we do, black folk, play mom. So you know that's my play mom or play daddy.
Yeah.
But so that's what we'll be at Celebration of Life Church. We got a really great great event planned this year. So I'm excited about it.
Okay, so you got some things planned for us.
Yes, we got some things planned for it.
Is it some stuff you can
yeah. Well, you know, I didn't want to
be there to find
out. Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't want to get ahead. I didn't know if you had some questions. But, well, first of all, let me explain to people what I.M.A.C is about.
Okay.
It stands for the Institute for Ministry, Arts, and Cultivation, I.M.A.C. And you mentioned Dr. Bobby Jones, but what inspired me to actually do this particular event and start this organization was my time with Dr. Bobby Jones. I'm one of the original members of the Super Choir. And
one of the founding members?
Yeah.
Back when it started in
1996, actually. Well, I think probably when the record, but we actually started rehearsing and stuff.
In 96.
In 96, and we did that recording in December of 90. I was, one of the original members.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jam, I'm telling you, you don't look old enough to have been done all this stuff.
Thank you. You just keep that up. Keep that up.
So, okay, so 96. Now, what was that? Was that Just Church?
The Just Church and CD,
wow.
yeah. And that was a great experience because I got to see and actually lay my eyes on Dr. Maya Angelou, I'm not sure what it's called, and Ashford and Simpson. I think Nick Ashford just recently passed away.
Yeah.
But
they were in that.
Yeah. But the song that we did with them, did not make the record.
Oh man!
But we did a song with Ashford and Simpson. And Dr. Maya Angelou. I actually
just to close the walk.
Yeah, and of course Vanessa Bell was on that CD. Vicki Winans. I want to say James Moore. I'm trying to remember was James Moore on that CD. But it was great. It was just a great experience, and we did so many things. We go to Disney World, Disneyland. That was like my first time ever going out of the country. We went to Italy and did a tour in Italy. The choir's gone to Spain, Japan, Australia.
That is awesome.
So, it has been, traveled all across this country, been in major venues, halls, concerts. It's been great.
Is awesome.
And one of the things that really struck a chord in me the most was twice a year, Dr. Jones would do an industry artist retreat. And
in Vegas.
In Vegas, yes, in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas? God sees it all.
Okay.
Okay, my bad.
That's right.
Okay.
You gotta love this guy. You gotta love him. What was I talking about? Vegas. But so he would do it in Vegas, and I was very much impressed. I've always been a learner and an absorber of knowledge and information, and actually it really started before. Seriously, I'm from Chicago, and I can't leave that out. So I need to say that I'm from Chi-Town. I was exposed to this early on. I was exposed to various artists, and the guy that really got my first start, that really pricked me about it, was a guy named James C. Chambers.
Okay.
And he was the original founder of the Chicago Mass Choir.
Really?
And he had a workshop called the ECC Music Workshop. I gotta give kudos to him because he was the one that actually planted the seed in me. And I had a choir back home. I had a group. I was playing for a group back home, my own choir. And we were somewhere, and he was just like, "You need to be a part of what I'm doing." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he says, "You're a leader. There's something in you, and you need to be a part and be around other people." So I was so intimidated, So I'm on this board with these folk on this workshop, but I was blown away. Something hit me. And being a person that likes to get knowledge and like to observe and like to learn and ask questions, I was just blown away at the offerings and how they were putting stuff together and how they would structure things and how they would organize and all of that. So I even started doing some workshops back in Chicago. I would always do choir workshops. Churches would always bring me in, and I would do choir workshops. But then I started doing these different workshops where we'd have some Bible teachings and some choir development and some music ministry, stuff like that. So that was kind of where I got my start. So I can never forget Chicago. That's where it started for me. That's where, I grew up with the Ricky Dillers before he was Ricky Diller.
Wow.
All these guys, so, when I've seen their journey.
Oh.
But then moving here, you know, got exposed to Dr. Bobby Jones, and he did twice a year an artist retreat. And I was just so impressed with the wealth of knowledge that would go across and how these people would come out for the knowledge. I think where, you know, a lot of times inventions are started out of necessity. You know, I was wondering, what about the people who are not afforded the opportunity like me? I was blessed to be a part of his organization, but could I have afforded to gone if I wasn't a part of that? You know, and I thought about who's going to take this to the people that may not be in the position to come to a Bobby Jones artist retreat or to come to a gospel music workshop of America. All along, I had been meeting some great people in the industry. All along, we were friends. I had a choir, but I was never really trying to be an artist. I just wanted to do music. So didn't understand, why do I know all these resourceful people? I just thought we're just friends, you know. And it was in 1999, Dr. Jones allowed me to speak on a panel. And I was talking, because I work in IT. That's something else I do. I've been doing IT for about 15, 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's more of what I do, right?
That's awesome.
I've been working in IT, so I'm a computer guy. And
I started off in that field.
Did you?
Before I changed to recording industry.
Oh, okay. And comedy, right?
That just sort of happened over life. You know what I'm saying? That over having to take some pain and get it converted to funny. So that just sort of happened.
Oh, okay.
Life made that part happen.
Life did that. Well, so yeah, and so at that point, I remember sitting on that panel, and like, man, who's gonna? And I started kind of hearing some of the struggles people were going through to even get there. And I knew it was a great organization with some great opportunities, but I wanted to reach the people that couldn't get there. I wanted to reach the people that didn't have wasn't afforded the opportunities I had. And so I talked to some of these people who I was just friends with.
See, you wanted to reach the me that was just home watching and saying, ooh, they had another artist retreat that I didn't get to go to.
Yeah.
You wanted to reach the me's that was sitting at home in front of the computer on the couch. That's what.
Yeah, that really is. Yeah, I wanted to reach you. Yeah, I did. I wanted to reach the Janards. I wanted to reach the Jeff Robinsons, the others, people that had music ministries, that were trying to start churches, trying to get their Christian faith-based businesses off the ground, but just did not have enough money to have the resources or to get the knowledge to do it. So now it made sense. Then it made sense why I knew these people. Then it made sense why these people were my friends, why I wasn't trying to be an artist. And then I sat in I remember that year I talked to some people about it. I was like, this is something I want to do. I didn't think they were really going to help me. I mean, these are record label people. These are people that run major record labels that have signed major artists. And I'm just thinking they're going, yeah, whatever. But they were all like, yeah, you let me know when. You let me know where. Which, once again, when God, gives something, he'll make the provision.
That's it. Where he guides, he'll provide.
Yeah, where he guides, he'll provide. So that was pretty much the basis of I.M.A.C. And I wanted to make sure I do it in a way where it could be affordable. That's kind of my biggest thing. It is not to take away from, I want to set people up to be able to walk into a Bobby Jones artist retreat, be able to walk into a gospel music workshop, already geared up, already ready, already empowered to be able to walk in there and make a great presentation and hopefully advance their ministry or their career. So when people ask me, when they ask what's the difference between I.M.A.C and GMWA, well, there's no difference. I don't compete with them. I compliment them. That's what I do. I support.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what we do. I mean, I'm a GMWA chapter rep. I did that too. So
I knew we was gonna get there eventually.
Yeah. So that's kind of the history of I.M.A.C. Dr. Jones was such a great inspiration to the actual I.M.A.C conference and seeing his artist retreat. So that was back in 1999. Here it is, 2011. 12 years later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? 12 years later.
Yeah.
And God's been keeping it going.
Yes. We've had some great people come through.
Tell us about some of the people.